WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, X, and our website, www.wvtcdetroit.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users.
This is Soulful Inspiration. It's your girl, Nikki Jones. This will be an hour to feed your soul with music and laughter, information and inspiration. You're listening to WVTC Detroit. All designed with you in mind. So sit back, relax, and get ready to join the conversation with me, Nikki Jones. Soulful inspiration. Inspirations. Yes, sir. Welcome to Soulful Inspirations. I am your girl, Nikki Jones. What's up, Detroit? What it is, what it's going to be, what is happening, what's going down. Listen, it's a beautiful day, and we believe that God is going to have his way regardless, honey. I'm just saying he's going to do what he's going to do, okay? And he has done it today. This is the day that the Lord has made. We have rejoiced, and we will continue to rejoice and be glad in it. I am excited tonight. It is Tuesday. It is the second Tuesday of the month. We are having a wonderful guest in the house tonight, and I cannot wait for you to meet this woman. I'm telling you, I have seen and heard from her on several occasions. We met briefly one time, but I'm trying to tell you, I've heard her sing in seven different settings, and every single time I've heard her, she has ministered, and she has brought such a grace and such a, oh my God, such a attractive ministry in terms of how she performs and how she sings and all that other good stuff. I'm just excited. And on top of all of that, she is beautiful. And when I tell you she is beautiful, she is beautiful, okay? Beautiful. I love it. Listen, she is going to join us in just a few minutes, but before we do that, I want you to hear her, okay? Before you see her, before you meet her, I want you to hear her, okay? This is a wonderful song that she released a few years ago, and this was during the pandemic, and I believe this was something to inspire us during the pandemic, and I just love this song. It's a beautiful song. It's called Survivor. Let's listen to the one and only Angela Davis.
Think about my life, I realize I'm so blessed to even be alive. These times have been so hard, didn't think I'd make it through, but I did because of you. I'm so glad I can share my story and give him all the glory. We made it through the tough times, so grateful for my life. Gonna do it right this time. Gonna do it right this time. This time has made me stronger. Can't hold back any longer. Chasing my dreams, living for me. A survivor through and through, guaranteed. Ooh, I'm a survivor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's amazing to believe I made it to this day. There's so many people who can't say the same. No, this is my second chance at a better life. sing it loud. I'm a survivor. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Striving higher. Oh, yeah. Gonna do it right this time. I'm a survivor. I can't give up. No, 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 no. Striving higher. He helped me make it this far. I'm a survivor. I made it through. You made it through, yeah. We made it all because of you. Hey. Yeah. We survived. Flying high. We made it through the storm, yeah.
Yes, we made it. We made it through the storm. Beautiful song by Angela Davis, who is our guest on tonight. Let's bring her on, Miss Angela.
Hey,
Beautiful. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, this is an honor. This is an honor. I am so glad that you are with us tonight. Listen, I don't know if you remember, but I don't know if it was last year or maybe the year before. Jervis Canty had an event at the Aretha.
Aretha, yes,
I
and we
was
both
there.
performed.
Absolutely. Yep. I was
Yes.
there. That is where I think I met you the first time.
Mhm.
I believe that I met you another time after that. And honestly, I can't remember right now, but I know I saw you a few times. And I also saw you on his show online as well.
Yes, yes,
Service Canteen Friends online during the pandemic.
yes. That's my
Yeah.
boy.
So you have been singing for so long, and you
Yeah.
got this beautiful long long bio. Let me just give you like some snippets, honey, because I'm telling you,
Okay.
this woman has been everywhere. Okay, so you're a Detroit native. Let me just put this out here. Detroit got some singers, okay?
Yes, we do.
Detroit is full of so much talent and so much
Yes.
gifting, so much anointing. We have been and still is, in my opinion, a music capital in the nation. And I don't care where in the world, really. I don't really care
Yes.
where you come from, but everybody know if you from Detroit, you probably can sing it just a little bit. You can hold a tune and maybe carry it.
Yes.
So let me just read a little bit of your bio. One of the
Okay.
things I was really impressed with, and I did not know this, is that you are also a special education teacher for Wayne Westland Community School District.
I
Wonderful.
am.
That's
Yes.
commendable, and it's I mean, teachers just don't get paid enough.
Oh.
2015 WDIV Channel 4 Super Singer winner. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
So that has afforded you also to share the stage with the Temptations, the Beach Boys, Alexander O'Neill, Gerald Albright, Norman Brown, Johnny Gill, Regina Bell, Angie
Mhm.
Stone, Keith Washington, Tyrese Dwelle, and so many others.
Yeah.
Also sang for the Detroit Music Awards, the Ford Fireworks, America's Thanksgiving Parade, National Anthem vocalist for the Detroit Lions, the Tigers, the Bears, the Pistons, the Red Wings, and
Yeah.
I saw you do the 2024 NFL Draft. That's where
Yay!
oh my God, girl, you have done so much. You also have Entertainer of the Year at the Detroit Black Music Awards in August. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me tell you, let me see. The distinct honor of performing in the 2018 All-Star Tribute to Aretha Franklin
Mhm.
at the recently named Aretha Franklin Amphitheater, formerly known as Shane Park.
Yep. Well, we all know it is Shane Park, right?
Exactly, right? And you have done some writing and you've done a book with your mom.
Yes, I did. A children's book.
Yes, a children's book with your mother,
Yes.
entitled Angela's Awesome Adventures in New York City. And the
Mhm.
book is the first of a series of books which the main character is you, or Angela, travels all over the world with her gift of singing.
Mm.
Listen, and you've worked with Alexander Goss.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, we've got music on the way too. More music on the way.
And another great musician in the city, James Shaw.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Listen, you've returned to your R&B and smooth jazz roots, and you got some collaborations coming, and you just released that joint with Alexander Goss.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexander Goss presents Angela Davis Volume 1.
Yep. Volume 2 is coming in 2025.
Let me tell you something, honey. Whoo, child. That Night Breeze is a mess. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Good way, y'all. Not in a bad way. It's a good way. What's up, Alex? I'm on tonight. What up, Alex? We see you, bro.
Yes.
Yes, I'll probably see you Thursday. So, unfortunately, we have lost another member of the gospel music family, or the music family in Detroit, period, Artima. And so her service is going to be this Friday, and my thoughts and prayers go out to the music community at large. Huge loss in terms of a person, just a beautiful woman, and such a wonderful spirit, such a gift to the body of Christ and to the to the music community at large. And so our thoughts and prayers go out to them as well, and to everyone in the music community feeling this loss. We've just lost so many people. So I'm wearing my Forever Red shirt tonight, because Red obviously was my brother, and I always do this when one of our music community people has transitioned. So real quick, I just wanted to throw that out there and let people know that her service is Friday at World Changers on 8 Mile, and I believe it's at 10 o'clock. So just wanted to put that out there. It just, man, just such a great loss. And I know that you all sang together as well.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did sing
so
together.
Kind of transitioning a little bit, tell me what your thoughts and feelings are about music, and how important it is for us to recognize the people who sometimes don't get recognized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, people who contribute so much, but never really get the recognition until something like this happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's just first of all, I just believe music is everything, and it's so important to research and learn about art, underground artists, as they say, artists that are, not mainstream independent artists. I make an effort myself to just go on YouTube and just, look up local Detroit artists and see who comes up, and I'm able to find them and then find their social media and follow them. So, we have our superstar singers that we love, of course, but take a little time to do some research and find some, hidden treasures in our city, because we got to support each other, because if we don't, who will? Exactly.
And the music community in Detroit is, it seems like it's a lot, but it's really small. Everybody kind of knows somebody. It's maybe 2 degrees of separation, maybe.
It is.
Maybe just 1 degree of separation, but because somebody who knows somebody, and if they know somebody else, they know somebody else in your other, what I'm saying, on the other end. Whether
it's such a small world.
It is, it is. So how did you get started? Is this something you were gifted to do from childhood, or was it something that you kind of learned along the way?
So I believe it was a gift from childhood, of course. Just from the stories my mom tells me or told me. I started singing at a very young age of 3 years old, just singing all over the house. And I always used to ask her, what songs did I sing? And she would tell me, like, oh, you were singing Stephanie Mills' Home and Anita Baker and Luther Vandross. I'm like, at 3? She was like, yeah, that's what you were into. Like, you heard those songs and they just resonated with you, and you just like kept playing them on repeat, because she bought me a little tape recorder.
Wow.
and tapes of those singles that I loved, and I would play them till they pretty much broke, basically, because I wanted to be like those soulful singers. I wanted that in me. So I couldn't get enough. And I believe that was, a gift from God that, that I had at a young age. And of course, I developed it as I grew older. I joined the Glee Club in elementary and middle school. I joined the varsity choir in high school. Shout out to Renaissance Varsity Choir. Then I went on to just say, okay, I'm doing some things, got some training. Let me go out and do some jam sessions and some competitions, and the rest is history. So I just kept following my heart, and it led me to where, and it continues to lead me where I am and where I'm going today.
Shout out to the Phoenix. You're looking at a fellow Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Somebody
yes.
ain't gonna like that, Miss Shirley. She ain't gonna like that. But it is
Oh yeah, I know. Uh-oh.
okay. It's okay. But yes, I understand that whole process. I too was in Renaissance Singers when I was in high school. So yeah,
Mhm.
yes, I get that. Shout out to the
Mhm.
Phoenix in the building.
Yes.
That's cool. So tell me how things have been going for you. Like what has been your challenge um going through all of these successes you have? What has been the biggest challenge? Because you have a lot of successes, but people don't know sometimes what it takes to
Oh,
get to
gosh.
places and
Yes.
get all of this these opportunities. But you have several opportunities where you've capitalized on. So what has been the biggest challenge for you throughout?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the biggest challenge, I guess I would say there's two challenges. So the first one is just sacrificing sleep and time, have to accomplishing these things, and making music and doing rehearsals, all that. It's hard work. It may look glamorous and cute online and on, promo pictures and things and videos, but it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and work. So that's one sacrifice or one challenge. And then the other thing is um, just pushing myself like to the next level. Like, okay, I've done this. What's next? What can I do bigger than that? And, I've somehow managed to just kind of surprise myself. Every year I feel like I do something bigger and better.
Yes,
So I give that all to God. He's just opening doors every year. He just amazes me with the opportunities that he puts in my path.
absolutely, absolutely. So you um you are a special education teacher. Are you still doing that?
I am. Yeah, people are very surprised to hear that, but I am. Yes.
I like to see that too. Not because obviously it's not a good thing to do, but it's a wonderful thing to do. I just, you don't look at people, but then again, what is a special education teacher supposed to look like, right?
I know, right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Music while you're teaching special education.
I do. Like I utilize music, even just like study music to help promote like just relaxation and just,
Yeah.
focus.
Yes.
The students know that I sing. I don't like go around boasting about it, but kids are, I work with middle school. So they are technologically advanced. They're on their phones and tablets and things on their own free time. And they say, "Oh, Miss Davis, I saw you on YouTube." And I'm like, "Oh God." But I try not to hide it. I just let them know. And one of my fellow colleagues said, it's so great to see someone, they need to see someone like you to see that if you have multiple things that you enjoy, you don't have to choose. You can be multiple things. You can wear multiple different hats and you
Yeah.
can be successful in multiple ways. So you're showing them that by living that. And I'd say, wow, I didn't think of it that way. But yeah, that's so true.
It is. It is very true. And I don't know if people know, but there is a certain such thing as music therapy, and
Yes.
music therapy not only helps people who are, maybe not feeling the best physically,
Mhm.
but from a mental standpoint and an emotional standpoint,
Yeah.
and even a neurological standpoint, music therapy seems to help people who are, suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's. I mean, there's all kinds of things that have
Music can
proven that
do.
music actually improves in lives of other people. So, kudos to you for that. Speaking of, we
Mm,
are also a teacher, a vocal coach for Journey Music Studios. Talk
I
to me about
am.
that.
Yes. So, oh my God. First of all, I was just so in shock and honored that the Shirley Smith reached out to me and was like, I'm thinking about expanding because, she, is an amazing vocal coach.
Yes.
She went viral. One of her videos with one of her students went viral. And so she got an increased demand
Yes.
for her services. And so she's like, I can't vocal coach everybody. I would love to, but I can't. I'm only one person. So she said she needed to expand. And so she talked to some people about, who she could potentially bring on board. And my name came up, like they say, your name can come up in rooms you haven't even walked into. And I'm like, the Shirley Smith is considering me being a part of her team. Gosh, what an honor. So of course I accepted. We had our orientations and trainings and meetings with the different team members, and I'm officially a vocal coach. I've been working since this summer, so it's been a pleasure. I've worked with some of her students in her absence, like subbing for her, because she
Yes,
does a lot of traveling and she's all over the place doing great things, being the amazing coach and just performer that she is.
girl. I
And
call
then I've also taken on students of my own that, obviously just entered the program. So it's been a great experience and I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Yes, that is amazing. She did tell me when you came on board, and I was like, Angela, yeah. It's just that it's really to know that there are people who not only love what they do, but they can teach what they do. They can show
Mhm.
people how they do, because a lot of times, people don't want to share what what
Mhm.
secrets
It's
are.
true.
They don't share, how they're, accomplishing what it is that they're accomplishing, especially if
Mhm.
they don't want to show you how to do all those riffs that they're doing, or
Aw,
how they reach those high notes, or what the proper placement is for
true.
things like that. They don't want to tell you what their trade secrets are.
No,
Are
I'm not like that.
Yes, but here you are performing, and performing regularly, and then also teaching special education, and teaching other people how to do what it is you do. So, okay,
Mm.
so the love that you have for music, tell me, where did that come from? I know you talked about it as a child. This is something
Mhm.
you're doing for a long time, but what has helped you sustain that love? Because now it's kind of like all around you.
Mhm.
It's kind of ingrained in everything that you do now. So how are you
Yes.
keeping it fresh for yourself?
Oh, well, one thing is just my love for music is apparent, but then also I've grown to love like making music, being a songwriter, and just collaborating with producers and just creating great music. And that has made me like say, oh, this is like something new. It's still music, it's still me singing, but it's like, wow, I get to be a creative, and direct things and make things. This is beautiful. So I love that. That keeps things fresh. And then also my daughter, I have a 4-year-old daughter, and she
Oh,
just, I know she's just the sweetest thing. And she just sees me sing, and she's like, amazed at seeing me on stage, seeing me, do rehearsals and things like that. So it just gives me energy and like pumps me up. Like I got to keep this going for her so she can see, mommy doing good things, and see that, you can follow your dreams too, baby, whatever you want to do, even if it's not music for her. I want her to see me following my dreams and think to herself, like, I can do my, follow my dreams as well. So that helps me to keep going as well. And just, I mean, my family, I came from a slightly musical family. My mother writes, and, she sings. She doesn't sing out in public, but she can definitely hold a tune and create music. She actually helped me write one of the songs on one of my projects called Value of a Woman.
yeah.
Um,
That was
yep. My uncle is a songwriter and a singer. He used to have a group back in the day when he was younger. My grandmother, who is still with us, 99 years old,
come on,
played the
grandma.
piano. I know, right? She's amazing. She plays the piano and sings and all that. So, it's definitely in my DNA for sure.
Yes, yes, it is. Grandma and uncle and mom,
Yep.
all of these family members already in music, and so it's been surrounding you. Sounds like it's
Yes.
surrounding you, and you've grown
Hmm.
in it, and then working with so many people. So, what's it like to work with Alexander Goss?
Oh, wow.
What's
So because we're friends, like it's amazing because we can kind of like bounce ideas off of each other, and he's honest with me, like, you can do better, or that wasn't good. So it's like a good balance of, feeding each other ideas, but then also being honest and saying like what's good, what can we do better, what can we improve on. He's so amazingly talented. He plays so many different instruments. So just to hear different, he's played different tracks for me. And like, I'm like, wow, I love how that one's bass heavy. That one's piano heavy. That one's just a little bit of everything. Like he's awesome. And I'm just honored that he, kind of took me under his wing as an artist that he wanted to work with and collaborate with. So I'm just enjoying our chemistry, our musical chemistry and creativity. And I'm so excited for what we're releasing in 2025 because
Come on now.
yeah, we got some great music coming out.
Is that gonna be volume 2 to the one that
Is
came?
it- Yes, this is gonna be volume 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any vocalists that you're collaborating with? Other vocalists? I know you have in the past, but like,
Yes.
so who else? Who else are you going to be collaborating with? If you can release that.
Yeah, so I actually am collaborating with a hip hop artist. His name is Jamar Moraine.
Okay.
He's well known kind of in the hip hop community, and he's also a former educator, and he's doing great things in the community. So I'm excited to be featuring him on one of the songs. I obviously I still work with my soul sisters, Shades of United Ladies. So we're going to be collaborating and doing some things together as well. So yeah, and I'm always open to working with other artists as well, even people I haven't worked with yet. So I'm excited to just branch out and see who wants to work with me and who we can make things happen.
Sweet. So, kind of switching back to your teaching styles and teaching
Uh-huh.
with Journey Music Studios, have you
Mhm.
developed your own style of vocal coaching, or are you like what are have you developed your own style? I'll just leave it that way.
Yeah. So yeah, I have from taking things that I've learned from Shirley and other coaches because we definitely shadow each other. We've
Yeah.
shadowed each other and also just have general meetings.
Hmm.
And I've learned a lot about the importance of not only teaching the music, I guess the music theory and the music basics. It's
Hmm.
also so important to utilize the therapeutic part of vocal coaching because a lot of people who come to us, they want to sing, but they have some type of either fear of singing, like stage fright, or they've been told they weren't good enough. And that we have to help them to see, like, hey, if you put in the work and this is something you really truly want in your heart, you can do this, but you just have to be willing to utilize the tools that we give you and put in the work to get from this point where you are to where you want to go. And I didn't think about it that way until I started working with Shirley about how therapeutic vocal coaching can be because people are starting to believe in themselves. We're like helping to breathe life into them and their talent. So it's a beautiful thing to see.
Absolutely. I used to call her, and I still do. I call Shirley Yoda Huxtable, okay? Because she kind of trick you into doing what it is that you say you can't do, and
Mhm.
look at you like Claire Huxtable, like, I told you.
She sure does. Oh my God, that's Shirley. Yes.
Yeah, so I call her Yoda Huxtable because she give you that look like Claire, like she your mama, but at the same time,
Mhm.
kind of trick you into doing what you say you can't do vocally. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
yes, child, honey, she's been doing that for years.
Yes.
So that is so cool. Now you have some things coming up. I know you've been doing a whole lot this past few months, and
Yeah.
you've been working, singing all over the place and getting awards and stuff like that. Uh, so you have a few things coming up. Tell us what you have coming.
Yeah. So this month, um, no, I'm sorry, next month, December is when all the fun stuff starts happening. So I have a paint with a twist, Motown themed concert that I'm doing in collaboration with Elise King, who's also an amazing Detroit vocalist. This is at the Painting with the Twist facility in Roseville, Michigan.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing, they're going to be doing candle making, I believe, at this event. And then myself, I'm going to do a 45-minute set, and Elise is going to do a set of Motown inspired music. So it's going to be a fun time. So basically, you can, bring your wine or whatever you like to, relax, and then also,
Libation.
make your
Okay.
candle.
Libations. Okay.
Yeah, make your candle, bring your girl if you want to make it a girls' night, or you want to bring, your special someone, significant other, and then enjoy a concert while you're being creative. So I thought that was really cool.
It is cool. It is cool.
Yeah.
That is on December.
8th. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't mention the date. It's December 8th from 3 p.m., I believe, to 6:30 p.m.
Okay, 3 p.m.
Yeah.
to 30 p.m. And that is
Yes.
twist.
Painting with the Twist, and that is in the location in Roseville. There are tickets online. Like if you go to the Painting with the Twist website and you go to Roseville location, they have different events. They have a lot of different events going on as we speak. Like every weekend, I believe they have different themed events and different special guests. I know they had Coco the comic at one of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So they got it going on this season. So I'm
That is
excited
like,
to be a part of the lineup.
right? Soulful Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a Soulful Sunday, and it is on Gratiot and in Roseville, like you were saying. And
Uh-huh.
so there'll be a Motown food truck, and there'll be some other things. Of course, you're gonna have music, live music, and
Mm-hmm.
that is on December the 8th. And tickets are
Yes.
available for that. And you said the tickets are available where?
Online, I believe you go to Painting with the Twist. And I do also have a link on my pages. Like I have a link in my bio on my pages where you can click and it takes you to the website as well. But if you are looking right now, you can go to paintingwiththetwist.com, look for the Roseville, Michigan location, and then you can see all of the events of that they have coming up.
Okay.
And
And
RSVP.
have this Thursday, you have something coming up, right?
I do actually. Yes, that's with my Shades of United Ladies sisters. So that is the governor's service awards. That is going to be this Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Detroit Opera House.
Nice.
And we are actually singing a song at the end of the program.
Okay.
It's going to be beautiful. The governor is going to be there presenting awards to multiple members of the community that have been doing great things in Michigan. And we're just honored and excited to be a part of such a prestigious event. And it's free to the public. So there is an Eventbrite link. I also posted that in the link in my bio. If you want to click that, and it's free, totally free. If you can, if there's still tickets available, I'm not sure if they're sold out yet, but they're gonna keep giving them away until they reach capacity. So hopefully,
Yeah.
some of you guys can come out.
Now tell me about this collaboration with the ladies. You talk.
Yes. So this is crazy. So we basically, I knew all of these ladies individually, but then during the pandemic, we're all thinking and just wondering when the world's going to open up and just what can I do with the time, the idle time on my hands. So I said, I really would love to collaborate with some ladies and create a female empowerment song, like a song to uplift women.
Okay.
And so I reached out to Ava J. She had actually posted something on her page about how she's ready to make some music. And I said, "Ooh, I would love to collaborate with you, sis." And she said, "Let's do it." This is all on Facebook now.
Nice.
And then I tagged a few other ladies, Bianca Barber, who's a member as well, and Carla Pace, who's a member as well. I tagged them and I said, "Ladies, let's make something happen." And God just made sure we saw all of this. We came together, we were able to come to each other's homes, and we wrote a song. And then once the world started opening up a little bit more to where we could go out to a studio, we went to a studio and recorded the song, and Black Queens was born. So that was our first single, Black Queens. It's available on all digital streaming sites. We have a video on YouTube. And then we wrote another song, more of a party song called It's Going Down.
Okay.
And then we also released a Christmas single called Christmas Time Is Here. So we just kind of went to work and just, did our thing and decided to stay together as a group. So, Shades of United Ladies.
For the group again, Shades of
United Ladies, but we also go by Soul, SOUL for short.
Nice. Okay, Shades of United Ladies. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Collaboration with other women, that means a lot because people are always categorize
competing
and not being able to collaborate or do things together. But women, when we come together and we have our minds set on something, we can get it done. I'm telling you, women can work together and get things done.
Yes, we can. Oh my God, yeah. We don't have to stick with that stereotype of women
Absolutely.
fighting and all of that. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. No.
Especially when, there's a purpose involved and everybody comes with the right frame of mind and
Exactly.
a mind to get it done and to do it a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so how did you ladies work together vocally? Like who decided, like how did,
Yeah.
somebody soprano, alto, tenor,
Mhm.
whatever. How did you do that?
So, I mean, that's the other crazy part is that, God is so good and knows what he's doing. We basically all were able to sing where we're comfortable singing. Like Ava sings more on the low range, like the tenor, baritone
Yeah.
range. Carla sings more of the alto tenor. I'm more of the like second soprano, first alto, and then Bianca does the soprano. And it just worked so well. Like we didn't have to like say, "Oh no, I'm a soprano." No, it just fell together like so perfectly. I couldn't have predicted that it would go this well in
Wow.
a million years. I just basically said, "Hey, I want to do something to empower women," and a whole group was born. So, yeah.
Wow. So what's next for the group? What's next for Soul?
Yeah, so what's next for Soul is this performance, and then also we want to make more music. Shout out to Alexander Goss again because he did produce our Christmas song, and he also produced "It's Going Down." And then shout out to Drew Keys who produced Black Queens. So we want to work with them again. We want to work with other producers and create some more singles and hopefully release a EP very soon. And then we also want to continue. We also sang the national anthem a few times for the Pistons and the Lions. So we would love to do that more as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, the Lions are hot right now.
They are. Yes. Call us, y'all.
Shout out to you for singing the national anthem and singing all the words right and singing it on pitch and all that other stuff. Because we have seen some disasters with the national anthem.
No, yeah. It's a tough song. You gotta really, really be secure and know what you're doing to nail that song because that's a song you just can't get wrong. Or else
but a lot of people do though, and at least learn the words right. I mean, at least know the words or
that part.
Have a teleprompter or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yes, shout out to you because I did watch your rendition of the national anthem and it was perfect. It was
thank
perfect.
You.
Yes. And you stayed in your lane, you know what I'm saying, your range. You know what I'm saying? How some people just try to overdo it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't because if that's the song, it's gonna show all of your flaws if you like reach too far. You want to stay in your zone, in your lane. Yes.
So tell me what your aspirations are for the next like 2 to 3 years. I know you want to do some more music with Soul and you want to work some more producers, and I'm sure Alex is helping you with the volume 2. But what's beyond that for you? What's beyond that for Angela?
So the next thing that is on my list that I really want to do is hopefully it can happen next summer. I really want to do a tour. I want to go branching out of Michigan. I love Michigan. This is home, but in order for me to obviously make it to that next level, I need to branch out and be in front of people in other states. So I would love to go in like a Midwest tour, maybe go a little bit in the South, just take it little by little, but I for sure need to branch out and perform on other stages. I'm excited about that opportunity and working with some people to make that happen. And just also expanding my social media because we know social media runs the world these days. That's how people are discovered, found, all that good stuff. So I really want to, grow my followers and just continue to create quality, good content.
Yes.
And make my brand as polished and as great as it can be.
I see you. I've seen a lot of your videos where you say, "Remember this one,"
and
singing a little bit. So, where did that inspiration come from? Just from songs that come on your head, or How did you?
Yeah, honestly, that is exactly what it is. I would just say, like, I would just be maybe in the kitchen or just, doing chores around the house. And I'm like, well, I remember this song back in the day. And it would just be stuck in my head. And I'd just be singing it, over and over again. So I thought to myself, why don't I make some little videos and see if other people remember these songs too? So, like, I did a SWV song.
Yeah.
The night before I went to go see Stevie Wonder, I sang a little bit of Stevie Wonder to like reminisce before I went to the concert. So I
Yeah.
think that's just going to be a little series that I continue doing.
Yes, and that's cool. I saw you. You did one song. I think it was the SWV song because I couldn't. I was like, I've never heard that one, but it was an R&B. It was an R&B
Yeah,
song, but I think it might have been the SWV song. But something about the heart.
yeah. Use your heart and not your eye. You never heard that one?
No,
Oh yeah, that's the jam. That was like late 90s, I want to say, when that one came out. And it wasn't a huge hit like Weak or So Into You. Those were like their mega hits. It
right.
was more like a R&B kind of like song that really was popular on urban radio for a little bit. Yeah, but that was my jam. So that's why I try to do songs that maybe everybody doesn't remember, to kind of like make people want to go research, like, oh, let me look that song up. I don't know. So yeah.
Question. Yeah, 'cause I was like, okay, I've never heard that song before, and
Mhm.
I meant to go, look it up or try to get the lyrics or whatever, but yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I was like, what song is that? Because of course I know Stevie Wonder. You did Ribbon in the
Ribbon in the
Sky.
Sky. Yep, I sure did. Of course. Yep. And then I did another time.
Uh,
I did 702 Get It Together. And I feel like a lot of people were like, ooh, I remember that song. And then some people were like, oh, yeah, okay. I kind of remember it. You jogging my memory a little bit. So it's just a fun thing to do. So I hoping it kind of catches on, and,
yeah,
I'm going to just keep doing
so,
it.
what song did you think about today? Did you do one today?
Oh, I didn't do one today, but
Okay,
a
one real.
song, yeah.
Tell me a song that you give me a song you remember by
Ooh, it's a good game.
let me see. Give me a song you remember by Mary J. That people
Wow, that's so crazy. You should say that. I was talking to someone about doing a Mary J. Blige tribute in January because her birthday's in January. So, songs I've been thinking about by her is Share My World.
okay,
Share
good. Go ahead.
my world. Don't you leave. Promise I'll be here whenever you need me here. Share my world. Don't you leave. Promise I'll be here. So, baby, don't you have no fear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love me some Mary
Very
J.
much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we gave you the audience sound. Yes.
Yay. Thank y'all. But yeah, I
So
love that type of
about
stuff.
your gospel roots, because I know I
Okay.
sing gospel. I was at the J Bethel concert as well.
Yes.
And so tell me about your gospel roots and how that is connecting for you and like helping you move forward. Because I know you do gospel, but
Yes.
you do R&B and jazz. So
Yes.
tell me what your who your gospel roots are.
Oh my God. So what I always remember growing up is that a lot of my favorite R&B artists also did gospel as well. So I was like, you don't have to choose like, oh, if I'm an R&B singer, I got to sing strictly R&B. If I'm a gospel singer, I can't, dibble and dabble with other sounds. You can experiment. So like Mariah Carey was an artist I love, and she would always have some type of inspirational song on her albums.
Yes,
Whitney Houston did The Preacher's Wife and had a whole gospel album basically. So
absolutely.
it doesn't you can be an R&B artist and have a gospel side. So I said I would, no matter what, I always do want to do obviously the R&B, but I also want to do inspirational music as well. And I've always been a fan of the Clark sisters, Karen Clark Sheard.
Of course.
Oh my God, I love their voices. So that's like my inspiration. And then obviously when Jason Bethel, he was looking for singers. I want to say wow, I can't believe how long it's been, but it's been like about between 8 to 10 years
Oh
that
wow.
he was looking for singers for his group. And someone referred, like I said, my name being spoken in rooms I haven't even walked into, but God is so good. They mentioned me. He reached out and he was like, "Hey, I'm looking for sopranos. I would love to, have you come check out the group, see if it's something you're interested in, and go from there." And of course, they're all amazing, wonderful people. They have they're talented, but then they're awesome people. You can tell they have awesome hearts. And so I've just been a part of the family, I feel, I
Absolutely.
since I came into the group. And so I had the honor of being on his album Universal Praise. I sang on that album. And then he's releasing a new album sometime next year. He hasn't titled the album yet, but we just did a concert in July where we featured a lot of the new music. And
Yeah, I was
that's
there.
a talented man. I mean, he writes the whole song. He produces it and arranges it and writes the lyrics and then brings in the right voices to fit the songs. Like, he just has an amazing mind, and I'm just honored to be able to help him bring his vision to life.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So give me a gospel remember this.
Oh God, let's see. Um let me do so I'm thinking about so many different ones. Oh God. It's what I live for.
Come on, CC.
A place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, I love that one. Love CC, and I love actually from Destiny's Child, Michelle Williams actually in the group, she released a couple of gospel albums, and she had some really good music on her albums too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, gospel is amazing. I love gospel. I love the Kiki Shear, just so many good artists out there that just inspire me to be better, you know. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
One of my favorites too. So one person, I heard you singing soprano, and I know you don't sing first soprano, but kind of your tone reminds me a little bit of Shantae Moore.
Ooh, that's a compliment. Ooh, yes.
Shantae Moore also does inspirational music on her albums as well.
Yes.
She had a song, a couple of songs on her albums that have had gospel, inspirational roots. And BB Winans, I think, was actually one of the writers, and I think he might have
Mm.
sang on one of her albums as well. But man, that's your tone just a little bit reminds me of Shantae.
Ooh. That's
Just
a bad lady too. Oh my God, that woman is bad.
alto register, but the tone is there. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so smooth. It's very, very,
Ooh.
very smooth. And I think your voice is amazing for an R&B sound, and even a gospel sound, in terms
Mhm.
of just that inspirational sound, like a CC sound, but a
Yeah.
little more soul to it. And not that CC ain't soulish,
Oh yeah, I know what you mean though.
just a little bit more soul in it, as opposed to the inspirational side. So you
Mhm.
did the Aretha Franklin tribute. What song did you sing?
We sang a few different ones. So I did a section of Chain of Fools. I did a little bit of Respect because we did a lot of medleys.
Mm-hmm.
So we all had to sing background for everybody. So if you weren't singing lead, you were singing background, and if you were singing lead, obviously you were, more out front. But I led Chain of Fools and Respect, and then we all kind of like did Giving Him Something He Can Feel. We kind of all took a little piece of that.
Yes.
But man, that was an amazing experience. We had to do a lot of press, like we had a press conference before, and it was a lot, and it was also just like, wow, is this really happening? We are representing the Queen of Soul.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, yeah, it was an amazing experience, and
Yeah.
it was broadcast all over the world. It was just like, wow. But
When they
I
brought
mean,
the choir on, I was in the choir, so I was kind of
oh wow.
I mean, I was backstage when, we were kind of backstage at Shane Park at the time. It wasn't, I don't think
Yep. It
Aretha.
wasn't called Aretha yet. Yeah, Aretha
Back there
Amphitheater.
with Kurt Carr and Derek Starks, and we were back there with some of the cast members. If you remember, some of the cast members from the Have and Have Nots were there.
Yeah, Tyler Perry was there. Yes, all the
Oh,
big
yeah,
stars were there.
I remember. I'll never forget it. And we had a wonderful time. We met Jennifer
Mm.
Lewis. She was there.
Mhm.
And we all took pictures and stuff like that. That was an amazing experience
It
to
was.
be a part of that celebration. So I totally get it. But your situation was even more of a spotlight, singing lead on such iconic songs by Aretha
Yeah.
Franklin. How did she inspire you?
Oh my God. I mean, she inspired music overall so much. Just her power and her tone and her musicality. Just, I mean, it inspired me to embrace my soulful voice because sometimes when you're young you're like, oh, pop is what's in, so I want to be more like a pop girl. I want to be a superstar like a Beyonce or a
Yeah.
back then like a Christina Aguilera. But it was like seeing someone like Aretha Franklin be relevant from the time she entered her career for many many decades, and people still went to go see her, and because she was amazing, of
Yeah.
course. It was like, you can be a soulful superstar, embrace it, girl. So she inspired me to embrace who I am as a soulful singer as well,
Okay then, girl.
and a
So
plus size too, because she's always been a little curvy, and she was not
okay,
ashamed of it at all,
not
so
at all.
at all.
Stage with that fur, you know what I'm saying? And she might throw it off, she might keep it on. It depends.
Yep, with her gown, her beautiful gown, and she would
Hello?
be doing her thing,
Beautiful
okay?
gown. Beautiful gown. She was the
Yep,
queen shade. Come on now. Aretha.
queen of shade too, yeah. She was not afraid to tell the truth either. That's another thing about her that was amazing.
And she was also another person who could do gospel and do R
Oh,
pop.
yes,
So I mean, she did it all.
she
She
did.
So absolutely, I can definitely see that. So we have a few minutes left, and in these last few minutes, I want to ask you one question, and then I want
Okay,
you to tell everybody where to find you after
okay,
the question. Um,
okay.
what do you think is your superpower?
Ooh, my superpower is, I guess I would say, like, being able to wear many hats and wear them well. So, like, we've talked about how I do many things. And, I'm a teacher, I'm a singer, songwriter, mother, daughter. And I feel like I do those things with poise, with grace. And, I think I believe I do them well. And I believe I'm making God proud by being a poised woman with talent and just giving him the glory and just standing in my purpose. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I want to encourage you. I want to congratulate you. I want to tell you that I see the grace on you. I absolutely see the grace on you. It's one of the things that I noticed about you from the first time that I've heard you singing, and it's one of the things that made me excited to know that you were connected with one of my besties, who is Shirley Smith, and
Mhm.
I also could definitely see you being a person who is teaching not only the special education, but teaching other people how to capitalize and utilize their gift, and to do it in such a way where you can maintain your integrity, maintain your purpose, maintain the grace that's on you, and also taking care of yourself as
Mhm.
an individual. I can see all of that in your ministry, and because I've never seen you out of place. And I just
Oh,
saying, I've never seen you out of pocket. I've never seen it. And I mean,
mhm.
several times, but I've never seen you going against going against the grain. I've never seen anything negative coming from your spirit. I've always experienced you as positivity and grace and integrity and style and class, and your presentation has always been that of excellence. I've never seen anything other than that from you.
Oh, thank you. That's what I want. You know, I don't want anyone to see anything but who I am. That's who I am. What you just described is who I am. So I'm doing something right.
You are doing it right. I'm just telling you, you're doing it right. Keep doing what you're doing. I want to encourage you to do that. And I also want you to share now where people can find you. Give us your social media. And I will be reposting your flyers that you gave us. I will be reposting those to make sure people are as well, from my audience and from our audience here at WVTC. But I let the people know where they can find you on social media.
Yes, so I'm on social media under Angela Davis Entertainment, pretty much on all platforms. So Facebook, you can look up Angela Davis Entertainment. I'm there. On Instagram, if you look up Angela Davis ENT, it'll just pop up and you'll see me, Angela Davis Entertainment. On Twitter, same thing, or X as it's called now. Sorry. Right. Angela Davis Entertainment, and then TikTok as well. I'm on there as well, Angela Davis ENT or Entertainment. So follow me, y'all. I post videos pretty regularly, you know, your favorite covers, and I also promote, you know, things that I'm doing as well. So if you ever want to know where you're going to be at next, I always post like a schedule for the month at the top of my page. So please follow me, and I hope to see you at a show real soon.
You will. Thank you so much for joining us today on Soulful Inspiration. It has been my deepest honor, and I'm so glad that you joined us tonight. And the next time, see you in person.
Yes, I will be there, y'all. I promise. It was such a pleasure. Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you all for watching and listening to us. You have been listening to Soulful Inspirations on WVTC Detroit, where we are winning victory through Christ. Good night, good people.
This is Shirley Smith from Journey Music Studios, and when I'm not teaching, I'm listening and watching WVTC Detroit.
Are you ready to celebrate the legacy of gospel music for a night to remember at the O Give Thanks 2024 concert, honoring the incredible works of the legendary Reverend Charles H. Nix Jr., Brother Jimmy J.B. Dow, and the St. James Adult Choir? Mark your calendars for Monday, November 25th at 7 p.m. at the Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, 3600 Van Dyke Avenue, right here in Detroit. Get ready, y'all, to sing along to your favorite songs from the St. James Adult Choir. Come and enjoy the reunion choir under the direction of Bishop Andre S. Woods. This is not just a concert, it's a historical event you won't want to miss. Tickets are just $20 general admission and $50 for reserved seating. Get your tickets today on Eventbrite or from any choir member. Or you can call 313-999-6975. We're looking to see you. Bring your friends and family, and let's give thanks together.
I love teaching others because when I first got into the healthcare field, people overlooked me. I was really a 9th grade dropout who had no education, but I was determined to make something of myself for my baby. So Motor City matched the funds I put into my business. They awarded me $20,000. So now I'm able to focus solely on first step healthcare training and give it everything it needs. All because I live in Detroit.
WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, X, and our website, www.wvtcdetroit.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users.
You've been listening to Soulful Inspiration. We're so glad you hung out with us today. We're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WVTC Detroit. If you'd like to partner with us or sponsor a show with your business, send us an email at tntsoulllc@gmail.com, or you can call us at 313-570-8280. I'm your girl, Nikki Jones.
The views and opinions expressed on the previous broadcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of WVTC Radio Detroit, its advertisers, or affiliates.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
You're listening to WVTC Gospel Radio Detroit, and we're flowing in the Spirit.